In this tutorial, let's take a look at how to deal with this 2 Space High Pincer when black also has 3-star opener like this. Same as this 1 Space Low Pincer, when you get 2 Space High Pincer, you're still going to high double approach like this. And let's check out the proper responses from both players. Black is first going to attach over here. And unlike the 1 Space Low Pincer, you are not going to hane first. If it's 2 Space High Pincer, you are going to 3-3 him first. And the proper response would be this tiger's mouth. White pulls out. Black makes sure this stone is completely dead. And white, small knights. When black defends this part of the board, you can jump up, and that's the proper Joseki from both players. When black attaches here, what if white hanes first? Then of course black is going to extend. If white tries to go into the corner, black is going to form this bamboo joint thing over here. If white takes the corner, then black is going to lock white inside this side of the board. And you see black's moyo is growing too much. What if instead of going into the corner, white tries to go out? Then black is still going to block from here. If white goes out, then black is going to take the corner. This way black has the points and white is a floating group over here, so it's also bad for white. When black pushes your head like this, what if you simply live inside the corner again? Then again, you are going to get locked inside, and this game is also still good for black. What if I hane, black extends, and I take 3-3. Then black first is going to cut the connection from here. When white extends, black is going to hane because black has this stone over here. When white cuts, black is going to extend, white's going to hane, black is going to hane again, and from here white cannot double hane like this. If white double hanes, then black is going to Atari, connect, and Atari, and all the black stones are connected, which means these 3 stones are probably going to die, these 2 stones are half dead, and the corner is pretty much dead too. So this is also terrible for white. That's why when black attaches here, white wants to immediately 3-3 black. But in most cases, if black gets greedy, black is going to block from this side and try to take everything over here. But this is actually not great for black. When black blocks from this side, then you can hane now. Black is going to extend, and you try to connect. And again, in most cases, they're going to play this exchange first. You Atari, black connects, and you form a tiger's mouth over here. Double tiger's mouth. Then you're almost completely alive, and black is going to want to lock you inside this corner, and you get tenuki. You don't try to save this stone, and you don't make this hane exchange like this. This is actually extremely terrible exchange, and I'm going to explain why later. From here, instead of playing this move, black can also play this move. And from here, you don't want to Atari this one because black is going to Atari you. When you take this stone, the corner is dead. When black cuts here, you can calmly connect here. What if black takes this stone? Then you can cut over here. And this result is terrible for black. If black defends this cutting point over here, then you can take this stone. And this is still terrible for black. And now let me show you why hane exchange is terrible. If you did the exchange first, then this stone is absolutely dead. You don't even want to try to save this stone. But without that exchange, you can first small knights. If black doesn't respond, then white's gonna live over here. So black is going to answer, and from here you can small knights. If black wants to kill you, then you have to, then black has to try to surround this stone, but you can jump out. At worst, since you didn't make this exchange, you can get this Kosumi. When black cuts your connection, you can at least try to make one eye over here, and making another eye in the middle is not that difficult. But you see, if you made this exchange earlier, none of this would be possible. Let's take a look at a few more variations. First, let's take a look at this kick over here. Same as the one space low pincer, always remember your purpose. Your purpose is to destroy this part of the board. So you're going to attach over here. When black hanes, you pull back. Black is going to extend. You make a small knights over here. And when black defends that corner, that side of the board, you jump out. And black still needs to spend another move to try to capture this stone. And from here, you can tenuki. Later in the game, when you have a few stones over here, then you can hane. Black is going to cut you. Atari. When black takes this stone, you can cut off this stone and try to capture this stone. What if black plays a Kosumi over here? It's still same as that one space low pincer you are going to attach over here. Black is going to hane. You pull back. Black needs to spend another move over here. Small knights, black defends that part of the board, and you jump out, and black needs to spend another move over here, and you get a sente to play away. And you see this part of the board is still kind of loose. So whenever you want, you can play a stone over here to get some stones on this area, and if black doesn't respond, you can threaten to save this stone out. What if black attaches over here? You're going to hane first, because your goal is to destroy this part of the board. When black pulls back, you form a tiger's mouth. Black needs to defend this 3-3. And when you jump, black has to capture this stone. And if you see, this still has the same problem as the other variation. At any time, you can come back and try to save this stone. If no, at least you got a stone over here to grow something on this part of the board. When black pulls back, you may have the urge to 3-3 him. But this result is not going to be too great for you. First of all, black is going to block from this side. White extends. Black connects. White extends. Black ataris. When white connects, black is going to extend over here. If you save this stone, then black can naturally capture this stone. If you look at this, black got both sides of the board and white is locked inside a corner, and white also has a floating group in the middle of nowhere. So this is actually a terrible result for white. Another variation is black attaching from bottom. Again, it's still same as this one. You're going to hane first. Black pulls back. You defend something over here. And black is going to want to capture this stone. From here, you can play here. If black ataris from bottom, then you can simply extend and see what happens. If black captures this stone, then you can atari. When black takes this stone, you can atari again. When black connects, you can ladder out these 4 black stones. If black connects from here, it's even easier. You can ladder this stone out because the ladder is always good for you. On top of that, this stone got isolated, so it's terrible for black. That's why black can only atari from top. When you connect, to prevent you from going out, black is going to extend. When you extend over here, black haneing over here, since black has a Atari a weakness over here, the result is difficult to be good for black. So it's easier to just connect, and white takes the corner. White got the corner and also destroyed this part of the potential, so this result is also extremely good for white. To sum it up, if it's 2 Space High Pincer and when black attaches over here, you don't hane first. In 1 Space Low Pincer, you hane, but if it's 2 Space High Pincer, you 3-3 him first. The proper response from black would be tiger's mouth over here. When white extends, black makes sure this stone is dead, and white small knights. Black could defend over here to defend that part of the moyo first, and when white jumps, black can play away. But it's pretty rare for black to actually form a tiger's mouth over here. The greed makes them to block from this side. Then you can hane first. Black is going to extend. You try to connect. If black plays here, then you can Atari, connect, and form a tiger's mouth. And the key is to not do the hane exchange now, because if you do it, this stone is absolutely dead. If not, later you can save this stone out. If black cuts over here, you don't Atari here first, because the whole corner is going to die. When black cuts, you just connect. If black takes this stone, then you cut black off, and this result is good for you. If black connects here, then you can simply take this stone and it's still good for you. And I'm saying it a lot, but don't make this hane exchange over here. And let me show you how to save this stone now. You don't save it immediately. You first play other places first, and when you got nothing to play, you small knights over here. If black doesn't answer, then white can simply live over here. So black has to answer, and white small knights. When black is trying to attack these, you can jump out. If black is attacking too severely, you can Kasumi over here. When black cuts your connection, you can try to make one eye space over here. And later you can make another eye space in the middle, which is pretty easy. What if black kicks? White, again, attach over here. Black hanes. White pulls back. Black extends. White's going to small knights over here. Black defends that part of the board. When white jumps, black is going to hane over here to capture this stone. But later in the game, you can hane. When black takes this stone, Atari. When black takes it, isolate this stone and see what happens over here. You can even try to capture this stone. What if black Kasumi is over here? You still play here. Black is going to hane. White extend. Black needs another move over here. White small knights. Black defends that part of the board. When you jump, black captures this stone. This part of the board is still too loose, so at any time, white can come over here and harass black stones over here. When you attach over here, there is a chance of black playing here. Then you just simply cut him. If black takes this stone, then you can Atari him. When he connects, ladder this stone out. If black connects here, the easiest way to deal with it is to simply capture this stone, but you can also extend and fight black over here. The result is probably going to be good for you too. Next, we have this attachment over here. You're going to hane first. When black pulls back, you don't want to 3-3 over here. You first get your tiger's mouth over here. When black gets the 3-3, you can jump. Black probably wants to capture this stone, and you can tenuki or even pincer this stone. After you tenuki at any point, you can harass these black stones by playing a stone over here because this is too loose. The last variation we're going to take a look at is this one. You're going to hane when he pulls back, defend the cutting point. When black attaches over here, you can play a move over here. If black Ataris from bottom, he won't get any good result, so black needs to Atari from top. When you connect, black needs to extend over here. And when you get into the corner like this, again this hane won't really get black any good results, so black, just be safe. And white is going to be alive in this corner. This way white gets the corner and destroys the potential over here too.